Hello, team and community. Okay, so I'm super excited. I just saw Beetlejuice on Broadway. Okay, I wasn't on Broadway. I'm at the NAC in Ottawa. Still pretty exciting. And I met a friend.
Hi.
I'm so happy. This is Natasha. So
Hi.
I got the pleasure of sitting near Natasha, learned a little bit about her story, and I thought, hey, we've got to share it with the community.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, thank you, Natasha. So can we just hear a little bit about who you are, and then I'll talk about like maybe how we could partner up. And community, we want to partner up with Natasha. Once you hear a little bit about her, you'll understand about the beauty of why we're going to partner
My
together.
name's Natasha.
Yeah,
My friends and
fabulous.
family call me Tasha.
Okay, we love Tasha.
I was diagnosed with ADHD. I also have autism,
Okay.
depression, anxiety, and
She
PTSD.
says all this like she's smiling.
It's all I've ever known.
Yeah.
And I'm a working professional. I work
We
full time
love
at the
this.
Ottawa Hospital.
This is exciting.
I am currently a registered pharmacy technician at the Cancer Center, so I specialize in preparing chemotherapy for cancer patients. And I am on to get a service dog.
Okay, and this is
so-
why we're here. One of the things that I noticed about you, Natasha, is that you're putting these labels that people have stated are not, I don't want to say negative, but limiting, and yet you've like broken through limits.
Yeah, so I always kind of, I credit my parents immensely. They have
Okay,
been
that's
nothing but
nice.
tremendous supports to me.
Nice.
But they really taught me that labels are just that, just labels. And they were given to me or I was diagnosed with them for help.
Yes.
They weren't, it doesn't mean that I can't do anything.
Yeah.
It's just that it might take me a little bit different
Yeah,
ways to
go.
get there.
And this is what we love. We're all about community. We're all about, I think outside of the box.
I think outside the
That's
box,
what I
yeah.
like. And I love the idea that it's true. A label is only just to give ourselves a framework, and then we move from that framework to like where you have a good placement.
Exactly.
So one of the things that I say with Tammy Services Corporation is about align your truth with your purpose and your passion.
Absolutely.
Your truth is not necessarily about where you're going to be rooted, but it's a way that you can know of how you're going to move.
Exactly.
So this
Yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah, so obviously, well, I guess not obviously, but I have received a lot of support through the medical community, which is why I decided to go
That's
into the medical
exciting.
field, because I really did want to give back
Yeah,
to
that's nice.
people or to the community that helped me be as successful as I am today.
Yes.
But through it all, just through differences, I found out recently in the last couple of years that I have post-traumatic stress disorder from being bullied as a child.
Okay.
And so there is no medication or necessarily quick fix to
No,
fix
never.
PTSD. So when I was working with my medical team to try and come up with solutions, that's really when a service dog was brought up. And
Nice.
my best friend has a service dog.
Oh, nice.
So she really kind of helped me persevere and kind of get the courage and all the paperwork that I needed to get
Yeah,
together
that's
to
nice.
do this. And so I'm partnered with an organization called Kingston Four Paws.
Oh, very cool.
And
And
they,
we're going to link their information on our, like on all my channels, so that you guys will get more information about this organization.
they're a fantastic
and
organization.
How we can also partner together.
Yeah, so they service Eastern Ontario. So they really are local
That's nice.
and continue to support our community, the Eastern Ontario community. And they raise dogs to help people with autism, mobility issues, epilepsy, diabetes, autism, a whole host of issues.
That's right.
Their dogs are trained for 2 years. They live with fosters, which are complete volunteers in the program.
That's nice.
And then they work with, once they're done being fostered, they then go to trainers, and the trainers then train them to the specific needs of the individual. So it's about a 24-month wait. So I'm still
Wow.
currently on the wait list.
Wow.
But it is a pay it forward type motion.
We love
So
pay it forward.
yeah, so
That's what it's
once
all
you're in the organization, you are guaranteed a dog, whether you're on the wait list, once you're on the wait list.
Yes.
But the organization needs your help.
Of
So
course.
all recipients of K4 pod dogs are to raise $25,000. That is
a
the
lot of
amount that it
money.
costs to train
Of
these
course,
dogs.
but of course.
I'm guaranteed a dog, but
Nice.
my fundraising efforts are then going to go forward to help train the next dog for the next
That's what
individual.
we like, and
So
that's why we're here.
yeah,
This is what I want to do. I want to foster a community that we can help you as you raise your dog. So where are you in your journey? You said it's a 24-month.
so I was accepted into the so I applied originally. I started the paperwork in December of 2023.
Wow.
I finally got all the paperwork together by April of 2024, applied.
Wow.
It was interviews. It was
Wow.
making sure that it was they could support my needs as well.
Yes,
Their dogs
yes.
could actually help me.
Yes.
From there, I found out I got in August of 2024, and it is now May of 2025, or
Wow.
June of 2025.
Wow.
So it is an approximate wait time.
That's
It is
right.
not guaranteed. It really
Of
depends
course.
on the dogs that they
Of
have
course.
available, the dogs that are ready to go, and the individual. I myself, I love shopping. I love going out. I love having a good time.
Women of my own heart. We love shopping.
So I really do need a dog that's going to be
right.
able to keep up with me
That's
and,
right.
and work long hours,
That's
right?
right.
These dogs are not constantly working,
No,
but
of course.
as opposed to a
course.
dog that prefers to be at home, have
yes,
a nap,
that's
lay
right.
in the sun.
Oh, this is
So
awesome.
it really is going to depend
This is
on
really nice.
on the dog for me, and that could be as soon as tomorrow, and
That's
it could
right.
be
Of course.
2 years from now. I really just
course.
don't know.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
great. So as we move forward with our lives, we also want to do that assessment as well. What are the strategies? What are the tools that we need to have to move forward? And where are our resources? The resources could be from your family and friends. The resources could be from professionals and also community organizations. So
There are so many resources in
Yeah.
Ottawa for mental health, and
Yeah.
it is unfortunately not as well known what these resources are. I personally work with quite a few of the resources. I've had help with outpatient mental health programs at the Queensway Carleton, my psychiatrist, my therapist. There are so many resources out there. And if I could use this for 2 seconds
Please
to
do.
just kind of give...
I love this because we're all about information. One of the
yeah.
things that I have under my Empower, Innovate, Movement strategy, movement program is about resources and information.
Yeah.
So we don't want to have the information where it's daunting, but we need the information.
Mhm.
So I'm going to try to organize it so that we can have something for mental health and strategies to move
I would
forward.
love
So-
to work with you on
Yes,
that. Absolutely.
I would love her. So when I'm connecting with her and it's ring, and she's like, I'm like, hello, Natasha. I've got it on tape. You said you're going to be working with me. What's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, I just want to encourage parents to understand
Please,
that
parents.
labels are not a hindrance.
I agree
They're
with
not going
I agree
to
with
hinder a child. It is all on how you treat that child. So my parents never told me that I couldn't do something. I went to nursing school. It didn't work out, but I graduated. I went to pharmacy technician school. I graduated. I was a professor at my own college for 3 years.
And her student was with her, so she's a good professor. If the student's still going to follow along with her.
Yeah, so there are, the limitations are what you tell yourself.
I agree.
100% what you tell yourself.
I agree.
So there are, the limitations are what you tell yourself.
I agree.
100% what you tell yourself.
I agree. And one of the things that I also was saying to Natasha at the beginning was that for the racialized and marginalized community, having all this paperwork, it seems daunting.
Mhm.
Having all of this long path ahead is a little bit...
I'm not doing it alone though, thankfully. I have a good
So
community
this is
behind
the
me,
thing. We
and
need
it
the
is so
community.
important that
I
if your immediate family for some reason is not able to support you, there are people out there that are willing to help and support you.
And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to connect to make sure that nobody gets left behind.
Absolutely.
In life, right?
Absolutely.
It's sometimes the parents don't know. Sometimes the parents are really busy. If you're a newcomer to the country, you're really working on just trying to establish yourself.
Absolutely.
You don't always have the time to look at the resources that are out there. You don't know it. And the kids, unfortunately, are the ones that have to look for their own resources. So I'm really excited. This is really exciting.
I am too.
I love it. I'm really excited. So who knew Beetlejuice was going to be such a great opportunity for all of us to connect? One of the things that I do encourage everybody, get out in the community. Talk to people. This is how I met Natasha. We just spoke, and now we're going to have a whole new program together. So
I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you, Natasha.
I'm really looking forward. Thank you so much.
Excited. So stay tuned, everybody. Big things are coming. Bye. That's great. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow your journey. We're going to touch base with Natasha every month. We're just going to see where she's at. I'm going to put my socials out there, so that we can also, and I'm going to try to connect with K4 Pause as well.
That'd be fantastic. I have some people that you can definitely talk to.
That's perfect. To see how I could support them as well. Because as you know, it's a community. So part of the things that I noticed in your story is it's applicable for everybody.
Absolutely.
There's a plan, there's a strategy, there's an assessment. So all of these things are important as you move forward in life. So we are going to support each other, and anybody that wants to connect with us, please feel free to connect with me. Natasha's here. Look how adorable she is. She has these labels not as a hindrance, but just as an identification of who she is and what kind of supports and strategies she needs to move forward. So as we move forward with our lives, we also want to do that assessment as well. What are the strategies? What are the tools that we need to have to move forward? And where are our resources?